Hello everyone, welcome back to Manga Boy. Read his manga, but this time I didn't really read my manga. It's like, what is it now? August. And so this is what I read in July. I hope you guys are still proud of me. I've just been a little busy with my wadaing and stuff. That's my hat. I wear it sometimes. I like to switch it up on occasions. And who's it, what's it? Let's get going. So, we'll start with Gigant. Gigant 7 and 8. Both insane. This one, I can't show you guys anything because it's full of boobs. Okay, I'm gonna it's full of boobs, okay? I can't show it to you. Too many days. There you go. There's some days for you. I love the fact that Papiko is pregnant now. There's a huge shift. She's learning how to use her powers too. They learn about where these guys are from and everything like that. That's really cool. We also learned that Satan is here and she is fighting Satan in this one. That is Satan. I don't know. Here, this is not Satan. Let's see if I can find a picture of Satan. That's Satan. And it's really crazy to have Satan in here because Satan is making people kill themselves just by having his own influence. And I'm like, holy moly. And people are like, important people are killing themselves or trying to kill themselves. And I'm like, holy moly. Again, if you are old enough to read Gigant, you read Gigant, okay? It is super good. The great Jahi will not be defeated. Another great volume. We get the fact that the hero that stopped her is in this world that left on that cliffhanger last time. And we also find Jahi making some friends and things like that. I had a great time reading through this chapter, this volume. It's not a chapter. The Great Jahi is coming out super slow, maybe 1 or 2 volumes a year. But I do really enjoy it. It reminds me a lot of Devil's a Part-Timer. However, Fire Force, I like it even more. But we find out that the people's mindset or interpretation on the world really is causing a big thing. So if everybody thinks Shiro's the hero, then Shiro's the hero. If everybody thinks he's the devil, then he is the devil or doesn't exist. We see him fight the Raphaelis the second or first, whatever he was, and he was the king of the nation, then the founder of it. And then he vanishes, and it's like, whoa, where'd he go? But yeah, apparently Shiro is supposed to be like Jesus. Their mom was a virgin, had a virgin birth with him and his brother. So that was really cool. I really did enjoy it. And I can't wait. I can call him Shinra. And Sho, also, he joins the crew. He's a good guy. He is trying to stop the world from ending because he, I guess, wants to help his mom. We also get to find more about his mom. Heavily stylized art, as always. And Shinra goes ham. I really enjoyed it. This was a great chapter. Great volume, I mean. Strongly recommend reading it if you're not. Undead Unluck Volume 8. This one's pretty good too. We see Unluck leave, and she does her own thing. We also find the ending of this fun karate match. I had a good time watching these Kung Fu guys fight. This has been another pretty good series. I definitely like the other ones we were talking about more. Maybe not the Great Jahi, but it is around the same caliber, but with a completely different genre. It was very cool to have, I think his name was Shen. Again, I haven't read this in a long time. Yeah, Shen. Die. Wait. Yeah, Shen. And come back to life as her zombie / familiar. Very cool. And then she also became, Negator. So that was great. Very good twist there. I should have seen it coming a mile away. Eden 017. So Eden 0 killing it as always. We get to see Shiki versus Neptune's son, and Neptune's son is a beast at gravity. He can do other gravity and himself. Meanwhile, Shiki can only really do himself at this point, but he can get out of being captured and held down. Meanwhile, Poseidon's son, I think his name's Nero, cannot. So that was interesting. I had a lot of fun reading through this. This was a pretty emotional one because we get to see all the robots get kind of destroyed, big time. Look at Herman. Holy crap. Did not expect to see that. The whole team really gets their ass just royally handed to them. And we also find a world where Rebecca doesn't have any legs, so she can't leap. So that's pretty crazy. She gets into, I think it's the future, if I remember right. And they're trying to figure out how to get out of that timeline. Blue Lock. I like this actually quite a lot. This is pretty much a death game, but nobody dies. For soccer players, they make them stop like mid-season in the nationals to do this thing, and if they do it, they can't play anymore in the high school league. And they are 100% committed to becoming soccer pros. And so a lot of these people are, trying really hard. Our main character, he's one of the worst players in this whole compound. I have really enjoyed this quite a lot. I know nothing about soccer. In fact, I really don't like soccer. Meanwhile, here I am reading manga such as Sayonara Football and Whistle. I don't know what to tell you, okay? I like soccer manga, I guess. Ragnarok. Record of Ragnarok Volume 3. We see the end of Adam versus Zeus. That was a really cool fight. Again, definitely recommend reading this if you guys have not. I can't even believe how he pulled it out at the end. That blew my mind. Anyways, I didn't expect that. The next match looks really cool. We have Kojiro over here versus Poseidon. I thought it was going to be Hermes, but it is in fact Poseidon. Very excited to see this. Will the humans win this round? I don't know, but I really like the Zeus versus Adam fight. That was really good. I see why it was so hyped up like a year and a half ago, because it was really good. Ghost Reaper Girl, read actually in the old-fashioned American way. This is by the same creator who did Rosario Vampire, actually. This has been pretty good. There's a lot of comedy to it, but there's also a lot of pretty, I don't know, spooky stuff. It's like got a lot of heart to it for sure. It's got a lot of adventure and creepiness to it, and some action as well. It really reminds me of a Bleach, but with a way more likable main character. Ichigo Kurosaki is so like mid-2000s angst, and our main character here is so much more relatable, in my opinion. Me being a woman who has no job and is talking to ghosts, and also is trying to be an idol. I can relate to that very hardcore. Not really. Elusive Samurai, another new series by Shonen Jump. I really enjoyed this. By the same creator of Assassination's Classroom. This is probably so far my favorite new title I read this month, though Blue Lock was probably a close second. Definitely recommend reading this if you guys haven't picked it up when it came out. It was superb. I really did enjoy this series quite a lot. Very creepy, as you can see with the art. They really learned how to take the art from Assassination's Classroom and use it to its fullest. A lot of the art style that was used here was used as gags in Assassination's Classroom, but now is used to creep you the F out. Strongly recommend picking up this series. Very brutal. There's a head there, okay? A head. I know it looks like a demon, but it is not actually a demon. Very cool. And I guess it's during a period of time that's not often covered by most Japanese fantasy history. So that's cool. Kaiju number 8, number 3. Ha 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 ha. I like the colors, how it changes red, blue, yellow. We get to learn a little bit more about our mini kaijus here, which was very interesting. And we get to see our main character almost get caught by the main captain, and he also becomes a permanent member of the DK crew. And I thought that was really neato. We also get to see some excellent fighting with this cool new axe that our main girl here is gonna have. And I am loving her axe. I thought, what a dumb weapon to give her initially, but like, holy crap, she has really made it her own very quickly. So I can't wait to see what the other weapons end up being. But I thought it was funny that Volume 3 has the number 3 axe 0112 because, 3 and 3. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. Really enjoying it so far. Kubo will Let Me Be Invisible. This is just a nice little cutesy manga. Again, not one that's full of action. We get to see a little bit more development between the main character and Kubo. It seems like they are kind of becoming aware of each other's feelings. Well, maybe like for each other. They're becoming aware of their own feelings for the other person. That's a better way to say it. And they weren't like really aware of it beforehand, despite it being pretty obvious to us, obviously, because that's how these go. It doesn't seem like the author has this planned out to be super long, but you know, meanwhile, it probably is really long. But yeah, I have been really enjoying this. This is only volume 2, and we're already getting to the, you know, I definitely have feelings for this person kind of phase. And the main character has met a lot of her siblings and relatives, so that was really cool. This is like a more tame version of Miss Nagatoro in my opinion, but again, I do really enjoy it. I don't recommend, you know, skipping it just because it's girly kind of manga. It is actually pretty good. Mashle, Volume 7. This was okay. I really expected Mashle to be better, obviously. It was doing pretty good. This was kind of interesting, but he just, like, wins with, like, a stupid tennis racket thing. And I love tennis, but, like, he just wins. And, like, this friend doesn't do anything. And even goes, I didn't do anything. And apparently the manga was supposed to end, I guess, at some point pretty soon. I don't know if it does or not. I don't know if it's still going on in Shonen Jump, but I was pretty sure it was. The games start to come to a conclusion, and we actually end off with a really cool scene with the Dumbledore-esque character coming across one of the main villains. Apparently the main villain knows him. He says it's been decades since we last crossed wands. We get some 6 summons here, so I'm pretty excited to see this, but it definitely seems like it could be getting kind of close to endgame. I think it's because they actually were planning on ending it soon after this arc, but it was too popular, so they're keeping going. I think Mashle is good. I don't think it's great. I still think Muscles Are Better Than Magic is better, but nobody else thought that really, I guess, because it's over, which is so depressing. But if you guys ever need to pick up a good muscle manga, definitely pick up Muscles Are Better Than Magic. Very good. Or Fist of North Star and JoJo's. You know, those are all, of course, classics as well. But that's what I read. We got 2, we got 4, we got 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 volumes. That's what I read for the rest of July that I haven't covered for these weeks. I cannot believe this is all I read. But again, I've been really busy with my wedding. And we had a tea ceremony the other day. It was like a few days ago now. It was last Saturday. And this Saturday is the wedding. So pretty exciting stuff in my life right now. Anyways, if you guys liked what you saw today, please like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe. Okay? Knife. Knife. Remember? I got knife. I got that. And also, use my Right Stuff affiliate link. A lot of you guys have already been using it. Thank you so much for using it. It helps me out a lot. I still haven't got my first payday yet, but like, you know, we are getting close. Again, all this Right Stuff link is Right Stuff gives me about 2% of the sale. It's really not much. And yeah, they just do it so I guess I could advertise for them. I don't really know. I really advertise a lot for Right Stuff, and I think I own like half the company or something like that now. So I probably should just give myself a raise. I don't know what I'm doing not doing that. Why am I asking you guys to use the link when I could just give myself a raise? It's like, duh. But what can you do when you're a dummy like me? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.